It's that time. We're going to talk about Nintendo. What's up, everybody? Before we jump into today's show, new show we're doing here, new series, Nintendo Talk, I am going to each day, 5 days a week, try to grab the top news stories of the day, give my opinions on them, discuss them a little bit, go over them a little bit. That's the gist. Let's go. So obviously the talk of today is, Nintendo's spotlight at E3. It's their chance to show off what they have coming. Sony did it, Microsoft did it. Going into today, Sony and Microsoft were kind of lackluster. They weren't great, they weren't phenomenal, they were okay. This was Nintendo's opportunity to step up and crush and take it out. Some key highlights before we get off into a tangent and such. Obviously, Super Mario Odyssey looks amazing. That was the end of the show. Everybody, a lot of people, myself included, felt like this was going to start to show off. We know this is coming. Save a big, massive surprise for the end of the show. They didn't do that. They closed it off with that. They started with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which shocked me because a lot of people were talking about that being delayed. Not delayed. It's coming this year, holiday time, probably December. That's when the last Xenoblade Chronicles X launched in December. I'm excited. I want some more Xenoblade Chronicles. This game just looks amazing. Can't wait. The big shocker, I think, that everybody did not see coming, Rocket League. Rocket League is now coming to Switch. It's also cross-platform play. What's that mean? That means if you have an Xbox, you have a buddy with an Xbox, tell him to get on because you guys can play against each other. Sony's apparently not participating in that. Shocker. Not really. So this is going to be kind of cool. Breath of the Wild DLC pack was actually shown off a little bit, right? So they discussed the Skyrim link, the amiibo thing that worked in Skyrim. But then Anuma goes in and starts showing the Master Trials and the DLC and what it entails and everything that comes with. Looks pretty cool. Looks really cool, actually. The Sword Trial is amazing. Like, you get in there, you don't have nothing stick you start off with, and you have to work your way through this dungeon and do what you gotta do. But the kicker was 4 new amiibo, all champions, and just amazing. Like, these guys are the coolest looking amiibo there is. These things blew me away all day long. It is exciting. Really is. Another big shocker that a lot of people didn't see coming, after they did the Pokemon Direct the other day, people were kind of like, oh, that's it. Like, we were hoping we were going to do a Pokemon game for Switch. It's coming. Don't know when. Probably in a year and a half to 2 years we'll probably see it. But they're basically saying, like, look, this is coming. This is what we're doing. We're building a standalone RPG game for the Switch. Means for the first time ever, you will be able to play a Pokemon game on your big TV, in your house, in your living room, as well take it on the go. That's huge news. And I know a lot of people are really excited about that, myself included. It's going to be a lot of fun. The one that people were saying all along, like, this has to be at the show, they have to announce it. Let's just fact check this. Prior to this, everybody was like, just show a logo. If you show a logo, I'll be happy. They showed the logo. Metroid Prime 4. It is coming. It's in production. It's starting. They didn't show anything else. And, of course, people were upset. But that's the nature of the beast. That's what it is. I'm excited that this is coming, and I can't wait for it. But then we shut it down, right? So it ends with Mario. There was other stuff that they showed off and all that. But the weird thing that happens is they go into Treehouse Live. They showcase 3 new amiibo that are coming. Bowser, Princess Peach, and Mario, all dressed in, like, wedding garb, like white tuxedos for the guys, a wedding dress for the girl, and it's kind of like, okay, why wasn't this in the thing? But okay, whatever, no big deal. But then they also proceed to start showing all kinds of things all day long. The biggest standout to me was Metroid. We are getting a 2D side-scrolling Metroid game. It's a remake of Metroid 2. It's actually called Samus Returns. It looks amazing. Looks so good. There's some new moves you can do. There's a melee move where you can actually hit somebody with the cannon and then shoot them when you knock them down. Just really looks good. But then the 2 amiibo that are coming. Holy cow, man. If you don't get excited for this one, you don't have a pulse. It is amazing. They have a Metroid that's actually in the glass. It's a broken, like a test tube, like type thing, coming out of it. And then Samus is in the cover of the original Metroid 2 for the Game Boy. That pose that she had. Exciting. Really exciting. A lot of other stuff that came out today. A couple more Fire Emblem amiibo. A new Mario Luigi game. But that's pretty much it. My overall take of it all was, this wasn't a grand slam by Nintendo by any means. But I think they did good. I think they did a good showing. They had a good time. It worked out. You know, like ultimately, I felt like there was enough there to make me happy. It wasn't like I walked away and went like, oh my god, they won. They got this. They got it. They won. A lot of people did. I didn't feel like it was a huge, overwhelming success. If I had to rate E3 overall, I'd probably say Ubisoft won. Honestly, I think they had the best show across the board. Like, they had a lot of good stuff, and they hit home with a lot of good stuff to appease all audiences. This, if you were a huge Nintendo fan, of course you got excited. If you weren't, you know, you felt like, oh, well, Sony and Microsoft did better. I feel like Nintendo did good. I feel like they did what they had to do. Now, if tomorrow they continue the surprises, if they continue to push stuff out that we weren't expecting, it'll be awesome. A couple of things people are upset about is their games weren't announced. They're not happy about it. Like, I myself, I wanted Animal Crossing. I was hoping for Mother 3. Didn't get announced. The one thing I will say is, Nintendo has the ability to talk directly to us anytime they want with a Nintendo Direct. They've done it numerous times. We've come out of E3 and a week to 2 weeks, 3 weeks max after E3, and they're doing a Direct. And it's like, wait a minute, you just had an event a couple weeks ago. Why are you doing this now? That's the card. That's the trump card that they hold, that at any time they could blow the doors off with this. You think about it, last week they just did a Pokemon Direct. And people were like, well, why is this news coming now? This should have been saved. Same thing. Like, they do what they want. They do what they want when they want. They march to their own beat. They don't listen to anybody. They do what they want to do. And it's what Nintendo does amazingly. It's why I love them, because they do stuff differently. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't work. I felt like today it worked, and I was happy with the overall result of today. So let me know what you guys thought about Nintendo's showing at E3. Were you happy about it? Were you not happy about it? Leave a comment below. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, like, share, subscribe, you know, do all that good stuff. Follow me, Instagram, Twitter, at Nintendo Gurus. Until next time, let's talk Nintendo.